Tonight, North Korea is preparing for the first state visit by the Chinese President Xi Jinping, the latest in a series of high-profile diplomatic maneuvers by the dictator Kim Jong-un. CNN's Brian Todd is here with details. Brian, this follows Kim's recent meeting with Vladimir Putin, those two summits with President Trump.
It does, Wolf. You know, after months of silence following the failed summit in Hanoi, Kim Jong-un has once again asserted himself on the world stage. As Wolf mentioned, he has met with Vladimir Putin, and now a rare show of deference for a North Korean leader, where the man he's depended on for years to prop up his country is coming to Kim for a visit. Tonight, another diplomatic victory for North Korea's ambitious young dictator, one of several he's scored over the past 18 months. This week, Kim Jong-un gets a visit from Chinese President Xi Jinping, the first time a Chinese leader has deemed it important enough to visit Pyongyang in 14 years. North Korean workers seen today sprucing up the China-North Korea Friendship Tower in Pyongyang.
It's quite significant and will be real ammunition for Kim Jong-un to be able to show his people once again just how powerful he is on the world stage.
Kim's meeting with his traditional ally comes just days before the G20 summit in Japan, where President Trump, Xi, and Vladimir Putin will all be trying to wield influence. Kim has met with Xi Jinping several times in China, has met twice with President Trump, and he's met with Vladimir Putin, who offered to be a go-between for Kim and Trump.
So Kim, sitting there, is now able to play each of these leaders off against the other two and reap the benefits from all three.
With Trump, experts say Kim is promising denuclearization in return for a lifting of sanctions, though few experts expect Kim to keep that promise. With Xi, Kim can promise not to cause trouble with nuclear testing, and the Chinese leader in return will keep Kim's economy afloat.
And with Putin, in a sense, all you have to do is sit back, because Putin is offering things to North Korea: fiber optic landlines, additional trade, sanctions busting, almost for no return, because for Putin, what he seems to mostly want is to be recognized as a player.
Extraordinary for a 35-year-old strongman who had never met with a world leader until last year, who tonight is working channels with three of the world's top power brokers, all of whom about twice his age. President Trump, in an interview with ABC, again touted what he called his strong personal relationship with the dictator. When asked if he thinks Kim is still building his nuclear weapons arsenal,
I don't know. I hope not. He promised me he wouldn't be. He promised me he wouldn't be testing. I believe he respects me. I get along with him really well. I think I understand him, and I think he understands me.
Experts say Kim is deftly playing Trump with a personal letter he just sent to the president, but at the same time sending the president an unmistakable signal with his meeting with Xi Jinping.
I think that Kim Jong-un's not going to want to necessarily offend Trump, but I think he's also sending a signal that, you know, the U.S. isn't the only one that you know, Kim needs, that he has other partners and options that will help support him.
Now, how could this high-stakes diplomatic game backfire on Kim Jong-un? Analysts say by holding so many high-profile meetings with so many important world leaders, Kim is once again raising expectations among his own people about the kinds of concessions he can get from leaders like Trump and Xi Jinping. But after his failure at the Hanoi summit to win any of those concessions, he's now under more pressure than ever to come away with something. Wolf?
And I understand